Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Shedeur Sanders, he's staying in Cleveland to rehab over the bye week. That's what he said. He's not going to come up to the homecoming at Colorado. And can Colorado win this weekend? We're going to talk about that. But yeah, Shedeur decided to stay in Cleveland for the bye week to rehab. And he said he had to get big ready. And it's funny that some of these bloggers, they're trying to figure out what does he mean by getting big ready. That's hilarious to me, man. But we're gonna hear what they have to say. I just want to do it just to laugh at them. Shedeur certainly knows what he's doing, because when he went on his Twitch, I knew people were going to be talking about it. And he was just chilling. He didn't even really say anything. He was just chilling out. But the media is going to be watching. He's the most heavily covered rookie this year. He's the most heavily. Then that's telling you something. And he's not even playing. And he's the most heavily covered. What's going on? Brock Williams, what's going on? He's the most heavily covered, man. But we're going to get into this. Let's see what they had to say. Let me see if I could, what's up, Goat Talk? Let's see if I could key up this audio here. All right, listen to this.
They asked him, are you going to come back for homecoming? And this was the exchange on the live stream. Take a listen.
Am I coming to see you homecoming? Nah, I'm not coming to see you homecoming. I can't make it out there.
My name is...
I wish I could, though, but it just can't happen. I got treatment out here. I can't be, I got to get ready. Big ready.
Big ready. I got to get ready. Big ready. Gerard, does he know something we don't know?
He knows exactly what he's doing. And yeah, when you say...
Stop right there. Oh, let me hear what he say.
Ready was fine. Yeah, you do got to get ready. But big ready? The hell is big ready? For starters,
all right. They went to it's funny, is they had to go to the brother on the podcast to see if they could get a translation for what Shedeur was saying. And he didn't even translate it correctly either, because it wasn't nothing to translate. That's hilarious. They going to him, hey, Gerard, what does Shedeur mean by big ready? You know, like trying to get some slang. Maybe he's like the token black guy on the podcast to decipher what Shedeur is saying. It's stupid, man. It really is stupid, because it wasn't nothing, man. He does have to get big ready, because he's the number 2 quarterback. He does, and they need him. So yes, he has to rehab, and he has to be ready to play the Jets. He has to be ready to play the Jets, because if something happened with Dylan, he threw 2 or 3 more interceptions, Shedeur has to go in. So that's why he said he had to be big ready. It wasn't no big deal with what he was saying. But they sitting up there, they try to turn anything into something with him. And yeah, they try to, it's hilarious. He's not going up to Colorado for the bye week. He's not going to homecoming. He said he has to stay in rehab and get big ready. Not ready, but he has to get big ready. It's not a big deal, yo. Y'all stupid. Y'all kids are stupid. All right? They kids to me. They stupid. What do you mean? It's nothing to decipher. Okay? There's nothing to decipher, and let's move on. That's it. Yes, he has to get big ready, because he's the number 2 quarterback, dummy. The fuck? Okay? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's on the organization, Goat Talk. It's on the organization at this point, man. They have to save face. They got to give Dylan. They're going to give him another shot against the Jets. They're going to give him another shot. Yeah, he's rehabbing. He said that's why he's staying in Cleveland for the bye weeks, so he can get treatment. He didn't say what type of treatment, but to get treatment so he could be ready when that time comes. Pretty much, he said he's just focused. That's what he meant. He's just focused. That's it. I never seen this media. They're trying to tear him so bad. I never seen them just scrutinize him so much. He is literally receiving what they wanted to give his father all those years. They're taking it out on him, though. They're taking it out on him. All the things they wanted to do to his father all those years, they're taking it out on him. He's getting the brunt of it now. That's how I'm seeing it. They never liked his father, because if they did, they wouldn't have treated his son that way. They never liked him. I thought he had pull in the NFL. He doesn't. He doesn't. And he should have that reality. Now, I know he has that reality. He don't need me to tell him. He don't need me to tell him. Because out of respect, they wouldn't have done that to his son. Out of respect. The only reason why I say, here's the thing. Let's say if his son was really a 5th round talent, then okay, it's fine. Of course, he would be okay with that. He just got to work his way up like every other quarterback that worked their way up to get to the starting position. But he was not projected as that. He was projected as a 1st round pick. He was. I saw all the experts talking. He's leaving the first day off the board. Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper been doing this as long as I've been talking it. Longer than I've been talking this. I've always listened to Mel Kiper throughout the years. He had him going first off the board for the quarterbacks. You said he looked so shot confidence-wise in the post-game interview. Who is that, Hawaii Chris? Dylan? They didn't put Dylan in the right position either. They should have kept Flacco there. If they really wanted to keep Dylan at the number 2, they should have kept Flacco there for him to learn under. But they didn't do that. They threw him in with the Lions. You would have thought they would have kept Flacco there. Why would you let go of a veteran like that? I think maybe they're thinking Deshaun's coming back at some point, because they're going to have to play Deshaun when he comes back for the next 2 years. For the next 2 years, they have to play Deshaun and then trade him. But they can't do that until 2 years, because everything he signed a 5-year guaranteed contract, $200 and some million, 5 years. He's getting over $40 million a year after taxes. He's bringing home at least 30 after taxes. Okay. For the next 5 years. So they could get rid of him after 2 years. So I'm thinking they might be thinking to keep Shedeur that long and then have Shedeur replace Deshaun. That's what I'm thinking. That could be what they're thinking. But we'll find out November 4th. November 4th is the trade deadline. So we'll see. I don't think they're trading Shedeur. But if they don't trade him, then you have your answer. They have plans for him. If they do not trade him on November 4th, they have plans for him. Okay, right. I'm in agreement with you. He's definitely going to be at their. Well, he's going to be at some practice after the bye week. We don't know if it's the Browns. We got to see after November 4th. But I'm in agreement with you, though. He should be back at the Browns facility or staying at the Browns facility after November 4th, trade deadline. That means they have some type of plans for him, and they're trying to give Dylan a shot. Okay, that's their way of giving Dylan a shot. They got to give him his chances because they don't know, But I'm seeing that he's not ready. I'm seeing it. Yes, he did try to throw the ball down the field, and he got it intercepted. He threw it twice, the other time almost got it intercepted. He's trying his best, but he's thrown in with the Wolves. No, they didn't redo Watson's contract. All of it's guaranteed. All of it. All of it. There's no negotiation. It's all guaranteed for 5 years. Okay? All guaranteed. But after the next 2 years, they could trade him. They could do that. Now here's the thing. Shedeur is he probably gonna have to sit 3 years because they gotta play Deshaun. They got to, but we don't know where he's at physically. If he goes back down, then it's Shedeur team to take over. Hey, Goat Talk, I've been telling you guys the Jets want him. Yeah. But see here, no, you can't hate the Jets. Now, how long have you been a Pats fan? Let me find out. Let me see. How long have you been a Pats fan? You know why? Because if it wasn't for us, Tom Brady wouldn't have started when he started. You remember Mo Lewis from the Jets took out Drew Bledsoe, and then Tom Brady took over after that. So you know the Jets, we good folks. You know what I'm saying? We got Drew Bledsoe out of the way for y'all so y'all can have Tom Brady. Okay, so you remember that. You remember when Mo Lewis helped y'all out? He damn near killed Drew Bledsoe, actually. Okay. Drew was running to the sidelines. Mo just came and got him. He came and speared him. That was hilarious, wasn't it? But see, I know you up there in New England, you're a New England fan, but at this point, I do wish the Jets would go ahead and pick him up. He won't start right away. He'll wait, and then they'll bring him in. This year, they'll bring him in. Trust me. Actually, they'll bring him in as soon as he learns a few plays. Come on, Shedeur, how many plays you got under your belt? You got 15. All right, let's go. We'll guide you along in that headset. Okay, we'll guide you along, but he'll start, and then the crowd will go crazy, and that's it. He ain't leaving. He's not leaving New Jersey. He's not. The reason why I say New Jersey because the stadium is in New Jersey. He's not leaving New York if he gets there. But the Browns they on some other type of time right now. Okay, they're on a different timeline than everybody else. Okay. They're on a different timeline. He said Deshaun Watson post-massage allegations is washed up. He hasn't looked the same since his Houston Texans days. Yeah, but that's all past him now. He got that injury, though. And he re-aggravated that Achilles. That's what's worrisome. He re-aggravated it. But they said that he's back and good to go almost. But I'm not gonna lie to you. When he was doing his drills, when he was passing, he looked like he was favoring that leg. It didn't look like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It looked like he was it didn't look, I don't know. I can't explain it. You said they hate a strong black man with faith. But hey, man, he's standing on whatever he's standing on. You know what I mean? He'll get his opportunity. He ain't got to bow down. He said he's in Cleveland. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. That's what we already determined. He's not going nowhere. Nope, he's not going nowhere. No, it's not. It's not just rumors. There's people that actually want him. I know for a fact. That's not a rumor. It's just that I'm a small channel and you're not going to believe me. But I know somebody that work at one of the organizations. I knew him since the Sandbox. Yes, somebody wants him. Yes. Yes. And they might be willing to give up a first-round draft pick for him. See, y'all ain't hear that. You see, now y'all first hearing that now. But wait till the mainstream media tell you, then you'll believe it. Now they may offer a first-round pick. That didn't come out yet. I ain't gonna tell you who. That's how bad they want him. And guess what? He's still not getting traded. Yeah, right, Ryan. I'm with you on it. Guys, they had plans for Shedeur, but the thing is though, let me think about this. No, guys, hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. No. We have to stay focused. We can't forget what happened to him. You remember the last preseason? You remember the first? Let's go back for a second. And I'm going to tell you how something is wrong here. You remember the first preseason game against Carolina? You remember how easy Shedeur had it? And he wasn't even with the first team. He had it real easy. And I said it. That was the first game I saw in 2 years that it was easy to him. Because he wasn't under duress. And then the second game, they said he had the back injury. And then the third game, they put him out there with offensive linemen that they weren't going to keep. And then he damn near broke his neck, fell on his head. They all laughing. Something's wrong here. He's in the wrong spot. He is. He's in the wrong spot. Because if a coach really cared about him, he wouldn't have put him in that position. No, he's in the wrong spot. He needs to go to the Jets. I'm standing on that. I'm standing on that now. No, he's in the wrong spot. He's in harm's way. He's in harm's way. That coach don't like him. The coach does not like him. Now, here's the thing. I know what people are saying. Well, how about the owner? The owner has given me no indication. The owner has given me no indication that he's against the owner. I mean, he's against the coach. No indication. No, you would not do that to a quarterback. After you saw what he did against Carolina in the preseason game, you wouldn't have put him in a position to make him look bad like that. They don't like him. And that's a fact. I don't give a damn if the owner kids got his jersey on. I don't give a damn. You shouldn't have put him in that position. Next thing I know, he landed on his damn head. I said, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, the owner's with Kevin. Let's not get this twisted. No, and see, here's the thing. I hate when people try to give them the benefit of the doubt. No, these are evil people. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just me. That's why I'm on here. No, I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're not nice people. And also, the coach didn't deserve his position. He got the position because of who his father was. Now that I told you, go research it. Okay? He didn't get that position because he's a good because of who he is, because he's a good coach and he worked his way up. No. He got it off the good old boy system. Yeah, the owner's with him. Because if he wasn't with him, they wouldn't have been in Texas watching what's his name. And I hope they're not waiting for him. I hope they're not waiting for Arch. Because Arch need another 2-3 years on his belt. If that, he might not even be cut for the mustard. It might have been just all what you call hype the whole time. It might have been. Might have been hype the whole time. Yeah, so the owner is with Kevin, man. Okay. And here's the thing. Yeah, Shedeur will eventually play. If Dylan gets hurt. If he gets hurt, he'll play. If he don't get hurt, he's not playing. They don't win or lose. They're going with Dylan win or lose. Win or lose. You heard the offensive lineman say it. He said, no, we have to give Dylan his opportunity and we have to figure out what works and this and that. Even though he's playing like trash, we got to figure out what works and this and that. All of them are in on it. It's a good old boy system. They're all in on it. They don't like Shedeur. That's just what it is. Shedeur is just keeping his calm because he's just keeping his faith right now. He's keeping his calm and being patient because he know that at the end of the day, it's going to work out for him somewhere. He knows that. Okay. And maybe a team, he probably in the back of his mind, no, like, damn, the Jets, yeah, I probably will be going to New York. He should be. He should be going to New York. I'm sorry. I know we got Cleveland fans in here. Come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all trash, yo. Y'all know the organization is trash. Y'all know this. You said Kevin Dad was Ed for the 76ers and he didn't like Allen Iverson. I told you. Now that you said it, they'll go research it. They'll go research it. They'll go research his father now. He got that position because of his father. He didn't get it because he deserved it. He said, according to Bucky, Shedeur been dealing with a bad back for the past week. Yeah, because Shedeur, I heard that Bucky was live. Shedeur was he said he rehabbing, but yeah, all he got to do is just be patient at this point, and he'll play eventually. But as of right now, if he's still not ready to go, they'll probably give it to Bailey Zappi. If Dylan, because Dylan is getting ready to get. Listen, this game here, this will be a close game actually, but the Jets have enough to pull it out. Because Justin Fields look like he's coming around now. He looks like it. He's looked like he's coming around, and yeah, he looked like he can. He looked like he could beat Cleveland. That'll be a good game for Justin Fields to beat Cleveland. You know, to save his position. But at this point, if not, I'm sure they're gonna be trying to get what's his name on. Actually, it'll be before that game. It'll be the trade deadline is on the 4th. I suspect there's going to be a lot of activity around Shedeur's name around that trade deadline. Are they going to trade him? Probably not. At this point, why not trade him? You know what I'm saying? Because clearly he's the best quarterback. But they saying no. They listen. Here's the thing. I'm glad we have this type of media now. We don't have to rely on the news anymore. We don't have to rely on the news anymore. Okay? We have our own platforms and we can decipher and tell it how we really see it. He is clearly the best quarterback. He's clearly that. He's clearly the best quarterback, and they're not giving him a chance, and they're not even letting him have first team reps. They're not letting him have first team reps. They let Dylan have first team reps when he was second string, when he was the backup. Okay? But they won't give Shedeur. I thought surely he was getting first team reps. Oh, no. Nope. Still not giving him first team reps. Do that make sense to you? Because if Dylan goes out, he has to go in and he ain't getting no first team reps. Do that make sense to you? And no, it doesn't make sense. Because this system is not designed for him. They don't want him. So I'm going back to that. But guess what? They're going to keep him because they're enjoying this. They're enjoying this right now. They're enjoying it. You saying they need Shedeur? No, they don't. They're not thinking that. They're not. There's no indication to tell me that they're thinking that. Okay? You mean to tell me you're not giving this man first team reps? Please. That's telling me that. You ever seen somebody say, without saying it, tell me a few things without saying it, without saying a certain thing? Well, they don't have to say it. Their actions are speaking louder than their words. Okay? And the coach, he speak so monotone. He don't have no fucking personality. He's just he don't have no look, I'm working on this AI documentary on his ass. Y'all gonna laugh too. Y'all straight gonna laugh, yo. It's called Operation. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Wait till y'all see it. Wait till it drops, yo. I got a whole movie set up on their ass. A whole movie, yo. A whole movie. A whole movie. Y'all gonna laugh. And it's starring me too. And let me just give you a little sneak peek. I'm trying to kidnap Shedeur out of there. Okay? This little sneak. Yo, and I got my binoculars. I'm like on top of a roof looking at the practice. I said, okay, there he is. And Shedeur has his phone on his his Apple phone. I said, Shedeur, where are you at? Where are you gonna be? We're coming to get you. And I got a Jets jersey on. You heard me? I got a Jets jersey on. Y'all gonna laugh when y'all see this. I'm telling you. It's gonna be about 8 minutes. A whole AI drama film trying to get him out of Cleveland. Y'all gonna sit there and laugh, I promise you. Y'all promise you, because we got dialogue and everything. I got a Jets jersey on. We got the helicopter. We trying to helicopter his ass out of practice. You trying to get him out of practice. Shedeur, you coming with us. You coming to New York. You coming to New York, Shedeur. If he come to New York and start for the Jets, I promise you, I'm gonna have somebody come to the game with me. I'm gonna go viral. I promise you, I'm gonna take my jersey off. I ain't gonna have no shirt on, as cold as it is, and I'm gonna run them fucking stairs. I promise you that. Jets, 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 Jets. Then I'm gonna take my jersey off and I'm gonna run up them damn stairs, yo. I promise you. No, wait a minute. I don't know if that's gonna work. I ain't no spring chicken. I don't know if that's gonna work. Next thing you know, wait a minute, guys. Shedeur has gotten the game, but there's something going on in the stadium. Hold on. It's a guy done passed out. Shedeur look on the jumbotron. He said, I know that ain't Max. Oh my God. I know. Oh, he probably like, oh my God. Max don't collapse. I don't collapse, man. Yeah, don't hurt. I had back problems, bro. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. I just thought about it. I can't do that. Because then I got back problems. I can't do it. Can't do it, Ryan. I'll be in the ER. But yo, wait for that documentary, Ryan. I'm trying to kidnap Shedeur from the Browns stadium. It looked real too. It looks real. It looks like a real freaking movie. That's AI is dangerous. Guys, AI is dangerous, man. AI is dangerous. Because I had this one scene where I camouflaged myself as a cameraman, during the game. Guys, it's like it's real. It's crazy. It's like it's real. And then I almost get caught. And then I said I surveyed the area. I got the blueprint. I got the layout. This is the plan. It's like a Ocean's 11 to go kidnap this kid. To get the hell out of Cleveland. And look, but no, here's the thing, Brock. I'm not using the best software. I now, for me to do this, I'm using the best software. It looks real. I'm talking about you can't tell. That's the crazy part. It looks like a movie. I wrote the script and everything. I wrote the script. Yep, I wrote the whole script, and it's 8 minutes. It's gonna be about 8 minutes. I ain't gonna tell you the ending. But I know they won't appreciate it if they saw it. They're not gonna appreciate it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna appreciate it because a guy coming in with the Jets jersey, yeah, the Browns not gonna appreciate that. The only thing that's holding it up is I can't use Shedeur's likeness. So I gotta create a model that looks like him. Like that looks like him. That's what I'm doing now. I can't use this image. I can't use that. Like I can't use his image, his likeness, but I can do something close to it. And I don't know if I could use his number either. You know what I mean? So yeah. But hopefully we'll see November 4th. Hopefully we'll see like what happens. But the Jets, man, yeah, they do want him. They want him in New York. If he goes to New York, that'll be he talking about legendary. Man, that's what the Jets been waiting on. They've been waiting on something to be legendary. That's what we've been waiting on. As soon as he throw his first touchdown and put up the watch, you know, he got dust off the watch again. He got dust like he did before. He got dusted off. And then throw up the AP. He got dust that off real quick. Okay. And then the Jets gonna do the same damn thing. We're gonna do the same thing. He'll love the Jet. He'll love us, man, because the fans go crazy. Okay. We go crazy. And yeah. And put it this way, we're the reason why you can't have bottled beer in the stadiums no more. And I was at that game when it happened. And it was in my area, but I didn't throw no beer though. They start throwing beer bottles on the field, man. So it can get rowdy in there and get rowdy, but we behind our players though. You see how New York is with Jackson Dart, right? They'll be the same way with Shedeur. He's made for New York. He's made for it. So we'll see. But shout out to Shedeur. He's staying up there in Cleveland to get right. He chilling. Colorado got a game coming up. What y'all think is gonna happen, man? What y'all think gonna happen? Let me see. They got Arizona. This is a little bit better. This is Saturday at 7 p.m. Okay. So this game is at 7 p.m. You said AI is good, but you can see eventually. I mean, not with this software I got. I mean, yeah, you can still tell, but there's no watermarks. You ain't gonna be able to. I mean, you'll still be able to tell. You'll definitely still be able to tell because obviously you will be able to tell because of what I'm doing. Obviously, it's like it's fake because I'm trying to kidnap Shedeur, and I got a whole helicopter and everything. So yeah, you know it's fake. But when you see it, it looks like a movie though. It looks like a real movie. Okay. And like I'm trying to kidnap him during the game. That's the crazy part. Like he's off on the sidelines, you know, ain't getting in the belly. Yo, Shedeur, come on. As soon as halftime, we going because I made it like they got police around him. Like he's like trapped. And we have to, you know, do things to get him out of there. But I have to get a good enough model that favors Shedeur though. That's what I'm working on. I ain't even gonna have Bucky in it with his camera. But I can't use Bucky though. I gotta use somebody that look like him. He like, Max, what are you doing? I said, Bucky, I'm getting him out of here. We heading to New York. I'm getting him out of here now. Getting him out of here. We just got to get him out the stadium. Got to get him out the stadium. We just got to get him out, man. Okay. Put some sleeping gas in the owner's office. All types of shit I'm doing. It's crazy. They not going to appreciate it when they see it. I know they're not. AI is crazy, man. It is. I just did something for somebody they couldn't even tell. They said, "Yo, was that you?" I'm like, "It's me, but it's not me. It's like it's me, but it's a digital me. It clones your voice and everything." But Colorado. So they have let me see. They got Arizona. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's a home game. They should win that. That's a good game to come back from, but I don't know. Arizona is tough though, guys. I don't know. But it's a home game. That helps that it's a home game. And it's homecoming. It's okay. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see because and I was listening to Matt McChesney. He's just mad, yo. He mad. But here's the thing. He was like, why are they not playing Juju at this point to protect his red shirt? It don't make sense to play him now. And he gonna lose some eligibility? No, it don't make sense. Not at this juncture. I could see if he played like the whole season, you know, he just go with his growing pains. You can't just put him in there now. He gonna lose his red shirt. You could when you could have him for the next 4 years if need be. That doesn't mean that he can't go to the NFL after 2 years. No, he still could do that. But you want to preserve that red shirt. So I don't expect to see Juju until the last 3 games if they decide to play him. And also, he's supposed to be a senior in high school right now. So he left early. So I believe that, you know, at least he left early and he got a whole year under his belt where he could redshirt. So by the time he do get in, he'll have that advantage because he's been there to lift weights and everything. And he's don't saw the playbook. He has the advantage now, as opposed to just throwing him in the fire. You said, Max, you're gonna do like Bucky talks about putting his camera down and start coaching. Nah, I can't coach. Nope, can't do it. I can't do it. I'm being real with you. I know my strengths and weaknesses. That's not one of them. That's not what I'm good at. Nope. You can't fake something. You can't fake it. I can't fake it till I make it. I don't know nothing about setting up no plays. That's why I can't really talk too greasy on the defensive coordinators. I just know something is not right. I could see that something is not right. I watched the All 22 film and I saw somebody break it down. But at the same time, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. You said Bucky was joking. He probably could coach. I don't know. Maybe he was a wide receiver, wasn't he? But yeah, Matt is mad, yo. He's mad. But this is what the true faithful fans got to realize. You guys wasn't relevant for a decade. You really wasn't. I knew about you guys when Cordell and Rashawn Salam played. Was it Rashawn Salam? Yeah. Heisman Trophy winner. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. But wasn't nobody checking for y'all after that. Not really. You had a few good years after Cordell Stewart and them. You did. I'm not gonna hate. Then after that, present day, no, nobody wasn't checking for you, really. So y'all relevant now, whether y'all winning or not. People still are tuning in. You're still on network TV, people tuning in. It's just that Coach Prime need a few years to rebuild this team. That's all it is. He got to rebuild the team. Excuse me. You know he had to rebuild the team. He lost a lot of people last year. So, I mean, he got some people back, but you still got to add. Yeah, he said something that was interesting. All he need is 6 people on either side of the ball. That's all he needs. He's right about that. You just need that's consistent. But the sad part about it is he lost some talent, though. He lost, some people just, for whatever reason, they're just going to lead the team. He can't control that. But damn, he lost some good talent, man. He lost some good talent. But it happens. Every team loses talent. You only worry about the people that want to play for you. That's really it. That's who you focus on. But he got to find, it has to be people that they live and breathe football. Okay, they're not trying to be superstars. They're not trying to sit out here and wear their moissanite. They trying to, you could do all that, but you need somebody that live and breathe that football. Somebody that study film in the off season, like their life is dependent on it. That's what you need. You can't be great just off talent. You can't. That's not going to get you. I know that for a fact. You got to work harder than everybody else. Meaning that you got to be in that playbook. You got to be in that film book. You got to get a list. Okay, this the teams that we playing next year. Okay, now I got to study every single team. If I'm a defensive back or safety, I need to study every single quarterback. I need to know his tendencies. I need to know everything. I need to know the tendencies of the wide receivers. I need to get to know them. They're my family now. You have to have that type of dedication. You have to have Tom Brady dedication. Tom studied so much film in the off season. I'm surprised he stayed married for so long. Okay, and it was crazy after he retired. Then he got a divorce. But he was into that playbook. That's how they got to be. That's how they got to be, man. And he get a bunch of those players, they're going somewhere. But it's hard to find. You gotta find them. Yeah, he has to rebuild it because he lost so much last year. And look, the crazy part about it is he had to rebuild the first year, right? The second year they got their bearings together, right? Everybody got a year under their belt. Travis, they're just together. They had injuries and everything, and they bounced back, and they got someplace. But the unfortunate, it was like a good thing. Just like the unfortunate thing was, at the end of the season, you were losing everybody. You lost everybody. To the draft, just because people were out of eligibility. Now I knew he had to rebuild. I knew it in year 3 he had to rebuild again. In year 3, it's like his year 1 again. So this is like year 1 all over again. So now he got to keep rebuilding. Give it to after next year. After next year, he should be straight. Remember, I said it. But the problem is I'll clown him a little bit like, damn, y'all got belt the ass. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Just a little clown. Even he said he ain't never felt something like this when his mother beat him. That's what he said. And he knew what I was saying. I said belt the ass. They got belt the ass put to them, right? Utah was just sitting up there having it their way, right? But it's one thing to say you're stupid and you're this and you're that. This is stupid. You didn't like him in the first place. Some of these vloggers, I'm talking about that's been Colorado faithful before we got here. Because just know in Coach Prime, if he decided to take that Florida State job, I'm leaving. This will be a Florida State channel, I promise you. But the ones that has been here, they low-key didn't like him anyway. Because you could tell. After a loss, oh my God, and this and that, and oh my God. And then some people are saying, well, is it time for him to leave? Let me just say something to you guys real quick. If he leaves, you guys are back to lucky if you can win one game. You're not going to be relevant for a whole nother decade. You better hope Michael Vick come. If it's not for that, you ain't going to be relevant for a whole nother decade. I promise you. You guys it shouldn't even be a Power 5 team after he leave. Because if he leave, Jordan Seaton leaving. If he leave, Juju leaving. All of them leaving. It'll be a bare bones team. Y'all crazy. Okay? He'll get it right. Give him a little time. He'll get, because he rebuilding. This is year 1 again, even though it's year 3. He lost a lot of talent last year. He lost a Heisman Trophy winner. I know, Matt, you say keep 100. I get it, but I'm talking about everybody else. There's some other people too. They low key got hate in their blood. There's a difference between keeping it 100 and hating. There's a difference. And I'm not talking about hating just to be hating. I'm talking about you ain't like him in the first place. You ain't like him in the first place. Okay? You ain't like him in the first place, man. Y'all didn't like the whole braggadocio stuff. I brought my Louis luggage. Y'all motherfuckers didn't like that. Y'all didn't like that. Okay? You guys ain't got no flavor up there. Y'all ain't had no flavor up there since Cordell was there, man. Y'all ain't got no flavor up there, yo. I don't care what nobody say. He brought flavor back up there. Okay? From y'all days of winning. Because y'all used to win up there now. I remember. Listen, I go back as far as Tommy Frazier. So trust me, I know. I know the terrain. And I'm not talking about Tommy Frazier played there. I'm talking when y'all played Tommy Frazier and what he did to y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Nebraska Tommy Frazier. Y'all remember him. I know y'all have nightmares about him. He was like the Michael Vick before Michael Vick. Y'all remember Tommy Frazier. Y'all remember Michael Bishop. Y'all sure do. I don't know if y'all played Michael Bishop. I think y'all might have. I go back that far. So I know. I know when y'all been relevant. They don't recruit players around him. They don't. And I don't know why, because they could have got Gage Genther and they didn't get him. That's an NFL player. Gage Genther, by the time he reaches his junior year, he'll be looking at the NFL. That's how good he is. They have to get players like that. They have to get them from high school. You cannot get an NFL lineup in the transfer portal. It's not happening. It's not happening, man. It's not happening. You're not going to get a Caden Proctor in the transfer portal. You're not getting them. You got to get them from high school. Just like they got Jordan Seaton from high school. They got to keep doing that. And once they do that, that's why I say you got to give him a couple years. He's rebuilding. But see, these people, they're impatient. They know that he's in a fucking rebuilding year, but then, they get blown out. All of a sudden, he's a bad coach. They know damn well he's rebuilding. They know damn well he lost a Heisman Trophy winner. They know that. But trust me, I know he coached Gage Genther. I know. Trust, I do my research. And Matt played for the Jets. I know who he is. I know who Matt McChesney is. I went to games and see him play back in the day. And we just lost a Jets offensive lineman. We just lost one. And I remember Matt. He was a dog. I don't remember when he played at Colorado. I'm being honest with you. I wasn't following Colorado then for that stretch. But I remember when he played for the Jets. But and I know that he I believe he worked with Jordan Seaton. So I know he know what he's doing. I know he know what he's doing. He played, he knows what he's doing. He can break down film well too. That's one thing he can do. And he teaches kids how to break down film and look at what the defenses are doing. I know. I'm not really talking about him, no, per se. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the other people. Matt is a former offensive lineman and defensive lineman. So he gonna be acting crazy. These are different type of people. I'm not talking about him. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about these others, man. What you mean it's time for him to leave? He's rebuilding. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they got to change their philosophy about this transfer portal. I'm not sure. But I know they're going to go get more people in the offseason. But I honestly think, but I can't prove this. I think there's some sabotaging going on, but I can't prove it. You cannot tell me that offensive line is that trash. They're not. They're not. Because they had a high PFF grade. They're not trash. They're not. You know how look, when I was watching the All 22 film, when I was you're not promoting in here, are you? It seemed like you promoting. And you know what I'm saying? I don't hate on all the channels and stuff because I just talked about him when he was breaking down the All 22 film. It looked like you promoting though. I'm gonna watch you. But yeah, I ain't okay, you're not promoting. Okay, but yeah, I watched him when he broke down the All 20 went to All 22 film. I'm about to say, and I had said something in the last live chat about that. And you know what? It's funny that you said that because I'm just about to mention that. And I mentioned that Buffed and Prime talked about it. Did you know on offense, they called the same play 3 times in a row? Did y'all know that? I got that from Buffed and Prime because they were breaking down the All 22 film. And I saw it. They called the same play 3 times in a row. I could see if you call the same play throughout the game every now and then if it's working, right? They called the same play 3 times in a row. And you know what else I saw? When you see 2 or more defensive linemen with their hand not in the dirt and they standing up, and you see the safety creeping, you know the all-out blitz is coming. Did you know they had an empty backfield with no tight ends, no max protection? Did you know that? This is sabotage. It's like it's sabotage. And this guy used to be an NFL coach. He should know better. This wasn't even what's his name's fault. It wasn't Salter's fault. Is the coaches betting on games at this point? We have to ask that question. Didn't Chauncey go there? I mean, we got to ask this question. Didn't he come around the team? I don't know now. I'm not trying to put this on nobody, but y'all know clearly you didn't have no max protection. And that kid got sacked. That kid didn't know what to do. He was waiting to get hit. That's why he couldn't properly make a decision. It wasn't all his fault. Now that I saw the All 22 film, it's not entirely all his fault. You don't call a play 3 times in a row. Even I know that. But yes, I did see his film, Buffed and Prime. And a matter of fact, y'all need to go look at that. Go to Buffed and Prime video, right? And go to where they breaking down the offense. And you're going to see it. And your eyebrows going to raise. They didn't have no max protection, Dave, on that play. You know the play I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You remember when it was I'm talking about the defensive line. I forget what defense they were showing, but it was 3 of them on that defensive line. They were standing up. You know what that was reminiscent of? They took a play out of UCLA book when Leah Latu was there. You remember Shedeur got sacked a hell of a lot in that game against Leah Latu and the other boys on UCLA. That's what it looked like. They took a play out of their book. Right? And I'm looking, if you go, just count the personnel. Where's the tight end? I didn't see one. They got to use more. They got to utilize their tight ends more. They don't do it. I mean, damn, like, can a tight end catch a pass every now and then? Y'all need help. Like, look, say if a tight end is faking like he gonna block, right? See, I'm not really good at calling plays, but I know when I used to play high school, it wasn't really that fancy when I played. But you know how like the tight end, he faked like he blocking and boom, he'd go out for a pass because they blitzing and all that, and you burn them. They don't do none of that. None of it. So my question is, are they sitting up here sabotaging? He should have did a Michael Vick. He should have fired all of them. I don't know if y'all know this. Michael Vick fired his whole staff. Look, the season ain't even over yet. He fired the offense and defensive coordinator, I think. You say you hate to see Seton leave. He ain't leave yet. Oh yeah, he did talk about the microwave and BBL at press conference. That was funny. I saw that. Bucky called them Saucy Prime. Norfolk State. Norfolk State. RN. Charmaine RN. Norfolk State. And he fired. Yo, go look at it. Go look at what he did. Vic ain't playing. He said, yo, because Norfolk State only won one game this year. And I know he like, stop playing with me. Y'all not gonna sit up here and do this to me. He fired them. And because they can't win a game to save their life. They won one game by the grace of God. So he said, no, y'all not doing. He said, this ain't the standard I want to live up to. You said Matt pissed because Coach Prime don't fool with him. They did an interview together. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he really want to coach up there. But my thing is, though, if he coach up there, what about his business? Wouldn't that interfere with his business? Because he's doing good, like getting people placed in good teams and going to the NFL. He's doing real good with that. Oh man, hold up. We got a spammer. Hold on. You just get him out. All right, there we go. Yeah, in that he put him in harm's way in that last preseason game. So I'm not really sold on the Browns protecting Shedeur Sanders. Chandra. I'm not. That's the only reason why I'm going back to that. You think Matt really I think Matt really be mad about the tradition stuff. He mentioned that. You said, what about Eddie George? Is his team doing well? You know what? I have to check. I'm not sure. I haven't been following him this year. Eddie George eventually is going to coach in the NFL. I think that's his. I think that's his goal. You saw it. You said Vic. He sure did. He did. He fired the offense and defensive coordinator, right? You said they're going to lose 80% of the player. You said sad part they want prompt. Yeah, it's the fans. They low key saying it. They low key like trying to come. I like they first of all, yeah, they shouldn't be complaining. You know what I'm saying? Because before he got there, nobody y'all were almost about out of Power 5 football. Y'all would have been demoted. And they got the nerve to sit up here and try to complain. Didn't he bring y'all a Heisman Trophy winner? He sure did. But they want to sit up here and, well, I don't know. Like he don't know what he doing. He do know what he doing. He can't get out there and play. He can't get out there and play no more. You only good as your personnel. So he got to go get the personnel that live and breathe football. That's what he's looking for. He can't get out there and play. Coach Sapp can't get out there and play. Okay? Neither one of them can get out there and play. They got to go find the people that got their mentality. Chidozie said it. He said they soft. He said it. You can't be soft and then all of a sudden you something else. You just either you soft or you soft. That's it. You said Travis is a unicorn, elite genetics, can run all. He's still doing. He ain't even getting tired in the NFL, guys. You know how they say, oh, he's going to get tired in the NFL. It's just so much more of a demand. Nah, no, it's not. He out there chilling. And they're not even playing him like they supposed to. You know, it don't even look like he breaking a sweat out there. But, you know, people have to keep their jobs and, you know, stuff like that. You know how it is. They sending bots my way. You know, guys, it's actually pages that's doing this. They're sending bots my way. And I've already complained already. But yeah, man. But anyway, man, I think I'm gonna get out of here. It's been an hour. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna come back. As a matter of fact, I have another page. I'm about to go live over there. That's what I'm about to do. The Max Vault. Check me out over there. Let me give you the link. I got another page. Hold on. Let me get him. I got another page I'm thinking about getting jump started again. I just got to figure out what I want to do. Copy link. Yeah, y'all check me, subscribe to me over there. We talk about other stuff over there. It's not sports. I think I'm going to get into, I don't know. I'm going to figure out what's going on. Diddy. I'm going to figure out what's going on. I did go to the Diddy trial, if y'all didn't know. I went there live. I covered that. I covered trials too. So yeah. But we'll figure out when we're gonna talk about. We might have a panel tonight over there. I'm gonna get some of my. Actually, that might be Friday because people be working. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. We got to figure it out. Oh, you started then, Rebecca? Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping it 100, man. You got to. But you notice, watch this, guys. Go to the anybody that talk Colorado football, go to their live. They never get spam. Go look. They never get spam. And I be reaching out to these people. They never respond to me. I'm talking about all of them. They never respond to me, yo. It's only one person that responded. They don't respond to me. I'm like, yo, let's collab. They don't respond or anything. And I'm the only one getting spam. Go look. When they go live, just see if they get spam. They don't. But it's all good, man. I can do this, you know, like how I do it like this. It don't matter. I'm like an old veteran, man. I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years, man. because I like doing it. It's like a hobby. But anyway, let me get up out of here, man. And you said people crazy, too much energy to hate. And I be just like today. I was like, yo, this person that be breaking down the all two video, that's buffed in prime. I don't mind, saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I know in this world, I'm gonna tell you something. In this world, man, you know how people say the reason why things are happening to Shedeur is because we allow it. We don't stick together. We don't stick together. That's the whole reason. It ain't no reason why those players on I'm talking about the superstars, Myles Garrett and the other ones, to be like, look, y'all gonna trade us in the offseason. Because y'all don't want to win. So y'all not gonna play this kid. I don't like how y'all treating him. So either y'all gonna go ahead and trade me or I'm gonna retire. One or the other. So just to let you guys know, I want to still play. I need y'all to trade me. Let's rip up this contract because I go get the money elsewhere. Myles Garrett to go get the money elsewhere. I mean, he had 5 sacks in one game. He's gonna go anywhere and get the money. Shit, he can come to the Jets. Jets will pay him. But I would tell him, like, look, we can just rip up this contract because you guys don't want to win. And I don't like how y'all treat them. I guarantee you Shedeur will play. I guarantee you that. But they're not doing that because they're scared. You only get one life. It's a way you say things. You don't have to go in there and roughhouse them. You just listen. I would like to be traded in the offseason because you guys not playing Shedeur. You're not playing you're not trying to win. So I would like to get traded in the offseason. And then I'll fake an injury. Yep. I'm dizzy or something. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, he's day to day. I'll be day to day for the rest of the season. And still get paid. And then, they'll somehow put Shedeur in somehow. They'll put him in. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. But I'll be over there at some point. I don't know what I'm going to talk about tonight, though. I don't know. I might have to, call up some people to see if I can get a panel going. You said pull a Michael Parsons. Hey, David, I pull a Michael Parsons. The only difference with Micah, though, he was working on his contract. If the coach don't set 12 up that's what I'm saying, set him up for success. But I don't think he's getting traded in the trade deadline. I don't think so. Trade deadline is on the 4th. What is it, November 4th? Yeah. So we'll see. But I enjoyed talking to y'all today. I'm gonna go live in the other spot, and we'll see how we get a panel going. If y'all want to come on a panel or something like that, we'll figure it as we go along. But all right, guys, I will talk to you guys later. If not, I'll see you probably. Let me see. It's Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, because of the game. Oh, definitely tomorrow because the game is Saturday. I'm not going to be able to go live Saturday until after the game. So, but yeah, I'll see y'all then, or I'll see y'all over at the next spot. All right, y'all.